All right, everyone, I am in Kentucky, about to cross into Illinois. I'm approaching a bridge that's famous in these parts. Really narrow. It's always an adventure to cross it. Now, the river you see below me that I'm about to cross is the Ohio. It is at this spot that the Ohio empties into the mighty Mississippi. Right there. That's the Mississippi in the distance. This peninsula right here, you can see a couple trees there, right in the middle of the frame. That is the bottom of Illinois. And then over here on the other side is Missouri. Get a look at the other side. There's the Ohio.
Next stop sign, turn right.
Thank you, Australian Siri. A lot of river traffic, isn't there? A lot of commerce. Anyway, I am crossing into Illinois right now. And I will stop and tell you the places I'll be visiting on this trip then. I just always love crossing this bridge. I like to show it to people because it is an adventure. So much fun. All right, so now I am in Illinois, and I'm going to stop and tell you what's going to happen in this video. All right, I am in Cairo now. I've already done a video of this town, so I'm not going to spend very much time here. I just always like checking out the town when I go or am in the area to see how things are going here. Plus, there are a couple of things I missed in my visit here that I wanted to show you real quick. Of course, this is old downtown Cairo. Most of the buildings have been destroyed, torn down. But there's a few things still here, including this old theater. Anyway, let's see. Let me pull over and show you what I'm going to do. All right, here's the map. You can see I'm here in Cairo at the very bottom of Illinois. And basically what I'm going to do today is visit towns all along the Ohio and finish in Metropolis. And once in Metropolis, I'm going to take a picture with Superman. That's right. Because as many of you know, that is Superman's hometown. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that picture, or you will have seen that picture already. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I'll put a link below. On Instagram, I post pictures of places I've been, but usually a day or two before the video goes up, so you can get an idea of what video is coming up next if you want to follow me on Instagram. Anyway, a couple things I want to show you here, and then we'll move on. Now, people have asked the question, where do people in Cairo shop? They have a Dollar General. I believe that's it. Last time I was here, that was the only place. But yep, Dollar General. Now, these two buildings here are significant, so I'm going to show them to you real quick. Let me turn around so I can give you a better view. Here, that is the Cairo Custom House that was built in 1912. It is on the National Register, as you can well guess. It is Italianate architecture, which is very rare as far as government buildings are concerned. And what's fascinating about this is that's where the post office was. The post office in there was the third busiest in the United States. The third busiest. And so they built this post office here in 1942. Huge post office, but shortly thereafter the town began declining, And now both of them just basically are empty. Monuments to what was. Beautiful though. Yeah, all right, so yes, they do have police here. It's right here, I'm in the parking lot. And they do have a fire department. I was asked about that. There it is. Now, of course, the short story about this town is that it was once flourishing, almost 16,000 people. It is nearly gone now. About 1,500 people live here now. There is no gas station, no grocery store, no hotels. The only place to buy food is that Dollar General. And much of the city is in ruin. And if you want to see more of that, go to my Cairo video and you can see all that. I explored a lot of the neighborhoods in that video. I'm not going to do that now. Like I said, this is just going to be a quick drive-through. Interestingly, even though there are no gas stations in this town, you can buy a new Ford. Yeah, they have a Ford dealership here. Looks like a convenience store of some sort has opened. It wasn't open when I was here. And wow, it looks like they do have a liquor store that's now open. That wasn't open last time I was here. I didn't really run the numbers when I was here before because I wasn't doing that yet. So I ran the numbers here and it surprised me a little. Crime is not high here. People tell me crime is high in Cairo. It's not. Last year, 12 incidents per 1,000 people. U.S. average is 23, so it's right at half the crime rate of the United States as a whole. And of course, incomes are low. 20,000 a year per capita, 29,000 a year median household. Poverty is pretty high, 29%, but I've been to places much higher. There's the former grocery store. It's been closed a long time. The thing that really sticks out here, and will stick out in all the towns in this video, is the median home values. They are extremely low in all these towns. The lowest, honestly, I've ever seen of any of the towns I've visited. And we'll start with it here. Median home value here in Cairo is $30,400. And well, there you see it. Anyway, $30,400. That's astonishing to me. But that's going to be the theme of this video. All the homes in these, or all the towns I'm about to visit, the median home values are very, very low. So anyway, we'll get to that here in a second. This town is filled with homes being retaken by nature. You know, I use that term a lot. It was even suggested to me to make a t-shirt of it. Maybe I'll do that. But of course, that is what you see all over this town. Anyway, I got a couple other things to show you real quick. I normally won't film schools because, you know, I don't like filming kids, but it's Saturday today, so I'll show you this school real quick here in Cairo. It's about 9 a.m., 39 degrees outside Fahrenheit, which is 4 degrees Celsius. But in answer to your question, yes, the kids go to school here. There's an elementary too. I can't remember exactly where that is, but I'll just show you the junior, senior high school. And it's right on the edge of town here. There's the flood wall / rail line. The entire city is surrounded by flood walls. In fact, if it floods, this town has been described to be like an island. Anyway, let's see. One of the things I did want to show last time that I'm going to show this time is the gate to the flood wall. It's really interesting looking. So it's right here. Let me wait for traffic to clear and I'll show it to you. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to pull up here. You can see the massive gate that shuts down when it, obviously when there's a really bad storm. That's it right there. You can see where it slides down. Isn't that something? Amazing. All right, on to the next town. All right, everyone, I'm entering Mound City. Now, this town in 1910 had a population of 2,800 people, which is pretty good sized. Today, there are a little over 500. So that's a pretty massive population decline. Beautiful house here already, right off the bat. That is really nice. Let's see. Median age here is 41. And gender breakdown is 52% male, 48% female. Per capita income, $18,800. It's about $360 a week. So I'll take a look around here. I already see a gas station. I find that interesting that this town, which is a third the size of Cairo, has a gas station, and Cairo does not. Rick's Quick Stop. Additionally, crime in this town much higher than Cairo. Overall crime rate in this town is 32 incidents per 1,000 people. U.S. average is 23. So, yeah, crime's quite a bit higher. And violent crimes worse, 6.9 incidents per 1,000. U.S. average is 3.9. So that's nearing twice higher than the U.S. average for violent crime. Pretty much driven through downtown. Why don't I go into some residential? Let's take a look. With this kind of population loss, going to see some abandoned infrastructure of all kinds. Already seen it. Look, these are a couple of churches. It's rare you see churches abandoned, but here we are. Now these have been long forgotten. There's another one across the street here. You don't see that often. Median home value, again, very low, $38,300. So the price of a car these days, for that kind of money you can get a house here. But it looks like you'll have to put some work into it. This one, pretty sure is abandoned. Now, looks like it, doesn't it? But I'm seeing a mix. Look over here. Now that's a beauty. This is probably some sort of historical home. But it has been well taken care of. And it is a beautiful home. Well, let's see. A little more info. Do the race breakdown. 58% white, 39% black, 1% Hispanic, 1% Asian. I don't think I gave you a median household incomes. 46,300, so that's about $890 a week that the average household, or median household lives on. Well, let me look around, see what else I can find. Again, what I expected to see here, a lot of abandoned homes. Look at that great old, is that an International? That's an International truck, isn't it? That's worth some money. All the tires are inflated too. It might run. I wonder if whoever owns that knows he could get a few bucks for that. Huh. Well, anyway, let's see. There is a county courthouse up here. Let's go take a look at it. Now, this is the county courthouse here. Got some police cars out front. Let's take a look at this real quick. I didn't see any information on this building, so I don't have any, but there it is, Pulaski County Courthouse. It's a pretty nice building. That's some huge grain elevators over here too, right on the river. Let's see some of what's left of the downtown. A few buildings here. A lot have been torn down. That may have been an old Rexall, but the sign is gone. Sure, somebody took it. Put it in their man cave. That's what I would do. I'll give you a look-see where I'm at real quick. See Cairo down at the bottom. That's where it just was. Mound City's right on the river here. By the way, I'm going to go to Mounds next, which is right here. After we're done in this little town. Let's see, I've been looking for a way to check out the Ohio River. Looks like I found it finally. Ooh, this is a bumpy road. Let's see, if I drive up here, should be able to see the Ohio. There she is. The Ohio River. Nice. Let's see behind me here. Hopefully you can see that. Well, I'm basically heading out of town now, so let's head to the small town of Mounds next. That's coming up. Alright everyone, I am in Mounds, Illinois. Pretty close to Mound City. Like Mound City and Cairo, this town has had significant population drop. 1920, there were nearly 2,700 people here. Today there's a little over 600. I am driving into downtown. They do have a fire department, looks like. And a bank. I guess it's open. Anyway, here's downtown. You can see it's quite decayed. And this is pretty much it. Some of the other numbers. Median age is 42. Gender breakdown, 51% female, 49% male. Let's see, the race breakdown, 91% black, 6% white, 1% Hispanic. The rest is other. Per capita income, right at $15,000. It's a shade under $300 a week. Median household incomes, really low here, $27,000, a little over. $440 a week. That's what everybody in a household makes all together combined. I'm talking maybe a husband and a wife, their 15-year-old kid. Everybody over 15 years old, all their incomes lumped together, averaged out in this town, is $27,000 a year. A little over, or about $440 a week. Poverty is 26%. For children, it's 32%, 17 and under. People 65 and over, it's 22%. Let's see, Mounds First Baptist Church. I'm going to look around the town here, but I expect to see significant, well, already seeing it, decline in infrastructure. And of course, abandoned homes. Imagine we will see a lot of that. Let's see, crime. Crime is low here. You don't expect that. Usually high poverty, crime comes with it, but not here. 11 incidents per 1,000 people last year. U.S. average is 23, so it's less than half the U.S. rate. Crime is. Violent crime, 2.4 incidents per 1,000. U.S. average 3.9. And property crime, 8.8 per 1,000. U.S. average is 20. Let's see, those are the numbers. I'm going to look around the town. They've got a few things going on here, surprisingly. I'm going to do a shot of driving into the town. And you can see quite a bit of what's going on here just from that. So I'm going to do that here in just a second. Another home that is dying a slow death. Here is the median home value in this town. $26,500. That's what a house will cost you here. That's a used car price. What do you guys think that house is worth? Tell me what you think. Abandoned gas station. But let's see, across the street, Dollar General. Looks like a new one too. Alright, so a little bit farther into town, they have a grocery store here. Stop and Shop. Looks fairly new and modern too, doesn't it? Alright, so yeah, there's this Stop and Shop. And let's see. Immediately you see homes. And yeah, you're seeing the, what was it, 26,000 a year? You're seeing evidence of it. See if I can just drive slow here. A lot of them look abandoned. I mean, look. It's like a mini Detroit here. This is everywhere. Let's see, I'm back out on this main drag again. See a few of the houses over here, but yeah, more of the same. Let's see, let's turn down this street. Abandoned homes everywhere. This is the craziest thing. Like I said, it's like Detroit a little bit, because in Detroit you go through these neighborhoods and you know, you see homes where people live in next to homes like this one that is looks like it's caught on fire and just disintegrating. There's several here. I mean, That's totally gone. That house there is just falling into itself. Wow. I was talking to someone in a hotel, and I was talking to them about Cairo, and they go, "Oh, you should go to Mounds. It's maybe worse." And I poo-pawed it. I go, "Nah, no way. It might be. It's every bit as bad." I mean, look at this house here. It's just, I mean, it's hard to believe. It just let it fall into itself like that. This is everywhere. This is crazy stuff here. Every street you go down in this little town, you're seeing a lot of this right here. That's Main Street right there. Or I don't know if it's the main street because it's not downtown, but it's where, I guess you would call it the main street now, where all the economic activity is. So, yeah. Let's head to the next town. Well, everyone, I am driving into the town of Joppa. Now, Google Maps has never been down here, and I couldn't find much in the way of pictures of the town on the internet. So, for the first time ever, I have no idea of what I'm driving into. No idea what this town looks like. Let's see, I can tell you the numbers though. There's about 280 people who live here. Peak population was in 1940. There were 600, just shy. So it's lost about half its population. Median age is 26. So that is very young. Welcome to the village of Joppa. Okay. Let's see. Gender breakdown is interesting here. 63% male, 37% female. So the ladies have some options. Home values here are very low. I'll get to that in a second, but I guess we're kind of seeing that already a little bit. Let's see, per capita income here is $17,500. That's about $330, $340 a week. Median household income, $34,400. A little over $660 a week. The average household lives on. Poverty, 18%. That's not too bad for a little town like this. Let's see, the race breakdown, 92% white, 5% black, and rest is other. Crime, let's see, overall crime, 32 incidents per 1,000. That's higher than the US average of 23. So crime is a little bit of an issue here. Violent crime, 6.9 per 1,000. US average 3.9, so not quite twice higher. $36,900. So you can get a house here for about the price of a car. Well, Siri is saying I'm dead center of town now. If there is a downtown, I guess this is it. Living Waters Full Gospel. There's a church, but there's no cross up there. Wonder if I got taken down. I guess I'll look around a bit. Like I said, I have no idea where to go or what's here. It's really odd that Google Maps has never come down here. They pretty much go everywhere. But yeah, they have not been here. This looks like it may have been a gas station at one time. But it is long gone. And we got a cemetery here. Well, I guess we'll see what's this way. A lot of mobile homes. And they're in poor condition. I was wondering if I was going to get a cat sighting. Did you see that one run across? Here's one right here. There you go, fella. It's okay. You can cross my path, black cat. There he goes. Good. Cat sighting acquired. Oh, it looks like they're hiding out underneath that trailer. Yeah, it looks like a lot of mobile homes that are not in great condition, so that might explain low home values here. Not seeing the abandoned homes. Not yet, anyway. I'll look around a bit. This looks like it's some kind of store. And it says it's open. Looks like it was some... Well, no. There's just a couple of vending machines there. That's it. Wow, that's interesting. And another church here. Joppa Baptist, it says. Well, there you go. That one does have a cross. Interesting. I don't know if that's a city hall, maybe? It doesn't say anything. May have been a garage there at one time. That is closed down now. Get your car worked on. Anyway, let's see. Let's get a glimpse of the Ohio, huh? I'm sure this is a boat ramp. You want to go fishing? Yep, that's it. There's the Ohio. Well, this road dead ends. So, and it says private property in big letters. A lot of churches for a town of under 300. Am I right? United Methodist. And what's this? A house for sale. How much do you think they want for that? For sale by owner. What do you think that house is worth? Interesting. Well, and they have a fire department. I guess I'm gonna head out of here. Head to Superman's hometown of Metropolis. Alright everyone, I am driving into the town of Metropolis. You can already see Superman down at the end of the street here. How exciting. I'm going to go take a picture of myself with him and put it on my Instagram. Like I told you earlier, I'll have Instagram linked in the description field below if you want to go check it out. Superman. Hell yeah. Superman Museum right here. I'm gonna get out on foot here. Let's see if I can find a place to park. I found one already. So let's go check out this downtown. Well, you can see the kids having a good time in front of Superman. And why wouldn't they? He is an icon. Let's go take a look around the downtown here, though. Everything's Superman here. How cool, huh? Oh, they even have Superman's phone booth right there. How about that? Isn't that cool? Well, as I take a walk up this charming downtown, I'll tell you a little bit about it. Let's see the population first. It's about 6,000 people here. Peak population was 1960. There were a little over 7,300. So it's lost a little bit of population. Not a lot. Median age 46. Gender breakdown 58% female, 42% male. A lot more women here. Another phone booth that you can pop in if you need to change into your Superman outfit. I wonder if that works. Let me see. No sound. Anyway, okay, let's see the race breakdown. 87% white, 4% black, 5% Hispanic. Woo, almost fell. Rest other. Yeah, everything Superman here. Super big boy. Yeah, I bet you never saw that before. And we got Superman themed Marilyn Monroe. How awesome. Poverty is 14%. That is pretty much in line with the US average. Seems like a healthy city. Per capita income, $23,700. So, what's that? About $460 a week that the average person lives on. Median household income, $45,800. That's almost $900 a week. Crime is right at the national average, 25 per 1,000. 25 incidents. US average is 23. Pretty solid town. Wow. A lot of people here, and it's a pretty nasty day. I bet it's really hopping in the summer. Here's Lois Lane. She's at the top of the street. Actually went right past her, didn't see her the first time. Yeah, there's the main street. Yeah, here you go. Lois Lane. Interesting statue of her. I love it. Alright, I'm out in the Bronco. Now, just so you know, Superman's not the only game in town. They got a Harris Casino here. Let's see. Median home value here is $84,400. I bet that one's worth more, though. That is a beauty. We got quite a few pretty houses over here. That's a beautiful home. This big gray house is for rent. How much do you think that would cost a month? That is a big house. It's beautiful. Yeah, I'd be really curious. If someone knows, put it in the comment section. But yeah, what would a house like that rent for a month here in Metropolis, Illinois? Now, many of you are always asking about grocery stores in these little towns. Well, here's this town's Big John. And Big John's known for his Big John in the front. The Big John statue. Let's see. Let me see if I can turn around and go the other direction so you can see him better. Okay, here's a look Big John Grocery with Big John out front. That is pretty cool. Well, this is the Ohio River. You can definitely see that it is swollen. You can see some of the parking lot here is underwater. That is Kentucky over there. Those bridges there, I think, cross into Paducah, which you saw in my previous video. Anyway, yeah, that's going to be it for this video. We are heading up to Springfield next, going to visit the Illinois state capitol, and I will be doing another small town drive around, and then after that, Gary, Indiana. So that's what's coming up next. Be looking for those.